Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. Hope you guys are doing well. As you can see, not my studio today, not even in Norwich. I'm currently in Shoreditch, actually. I'm in London. I'm down here to film today, and I've got a few hours spare, so I'm just wandering around Shoreditch, the hipster part of London, although this is kind of outskirts of Shoreditch. And some good news, actually. Spearing, Lee Darnbrough, and Ricky Martin have all left the football club. The Webber revolution continues, my friends. It really does. And you know, we were joking about it on the podcast. The news broke yesterday that Martin, Darnbrough and Spearing were all kind of about to leave, and today it was announced officially by the club. Let me just stop here to stay still. But yeah, it was announced officially today that they're going to be leaving the club, and it just shows that Webber, when he came in, he was a very convincing speaker. You know, in that initial press conference that lasted nearly an hour, I think he was with the journalists for about 2 hours that day, and you know, he said he didn't want to come to a football club and wake up every morning and be settled with the Championship. He wants to be a Premier League sporting director, and that is what he will continue to try and do and work hard to try and do at Norwich City Football Club. And the likes of Ricky Martin, the likes of Lee Darnbrough have somehow kept their jobs despite underperforming for a number of years. And in the circumstances of Ricky Martin, he's had job promotions despite underperforming for a number of years. So it's good to finally have someone come in the football club and just go, "You're not good enough, goodbye," instead of going to Ricky Martin and people like that. "Look, you've underperformed, but you're just going to stay at this football club because you've been here for a number of years, and we feel a little bit sorry for you." Pretty much. You know, Ricky Martin's been at the football club for nearly 16 years, which, you know, fair play, good servant for the football club, but you can't just keep someone in their jobs because they've been here for a long while. The same with Lee Darnbrough. He hasn't been here for a long amount of time, but he underperformed at Burnley, and then we recruited him to do the same job he done at Burnley, and then the same job he failed at Burnley, and the same job he failed here. So all Tony Spearing, Lee Darnbrough and Ricky Martin weren't pulling their weight, and they weren't doing the things that they needed to do in order to get this football club progressing. You know, Tony Spearing and Ricky Martin were more on the Tony Spearing and Lee Darnbrough are more on the recruitment side, head of scouting and head of recruitment, and then Ricky Martin had been upgraded into the technical director role, which I'm not really too sure what that meant. That was all under the kind of Jez Moxey regime. So it's obvious Webber's come in and gone, "This isn't how I want to work, you're not good enough, goodbye." And I absolutely love that. I love what Stuart Webber's doing. I suppose as long as we can keep winning games now and, you know, keep progressing forwards, and, you know, until the end of the season, just keep winning games, try and get as high as we can, and then try and find the manager, and then hopefully we've bedded in a recruitment policy that might work. You know, it's kind of all just extra pre-season time now for Stuart Webber, and he's already making his time count, which is really great to see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on Darnbrough, Spearing and Ricky Martin all leaving the football club. Of course, we've got a game tomorrow as well against Fulham at Carrow Road, so let me know your thoughts on that as well. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and see you later. Peace out.